Happy Wednesday. Don McLaughlin here with Shai and Sophie, and we are up in the mountains outside of Boulder in what's referred to as the Flatirons. Beautiful misty morning here. The final edition of our April Wednesday Wisdom. And I just wanted to recap the core principles of what we're referring to as the PurePower Plan for Nutrition. That's really a shift from the standard American diet that so often is high in processed foods and carbs, and really recap what are the principles that we encourage you to consider. And the first number one principle is to really move away from that standard American diet high in carbs and instead move to whole foods. And in so doing, what we do physiologically is by reducing the number of unhealthy carbs that the body just simply processes, and in excess amounts, the body converts excess carbs into sugar, and that then gets stored as fat, and that is an inflammation, right? And chronic inflammation is such an epidemic, and it's tied directly to high intake of carbs. So that's principle number one, is to reduce the number of refined carbs and instead favor whole foods, high quality proteins, heavy vegetables, nuts, seeds, quality fats, avocado, olive oil. And then principle number two is to be very mindful not to drink calories. You know, alcohol is chock full of sugars, both wine and beer, and just be mindful of the same principle at work, that fat is converted into, sugar is converted into fat, and that is inflammation and the cause of so many issues in our health. And the other idea there is that we want to be also mindful of any other things that are high in sugar, and really be mindful of our sugar intake, because if we can reduce that, we're going to go a long way toward, again, reducing inflammation and dropping excess weight. So those are the two foundational principles of, again, what we're referring to as the PurePower Plan, which, as I've touched on in the month of May, is really a hybrid through our own experimentation of the slow carb diet advocated by author Tim Ferriss, as well as the Whole30. Both of those have shown tremendous success. And I think one of the ways that the slow carb diet in particular has shown so much success is through the other principle that we covered in the month of April, which is setting ourselves up for success by incorporating what's referred to as a cheat day. And, you know, there's certainly some controversy over this, but our own personal experience shows that it's incredibly effective one day a week to store up and sort of make mental note of everything that we'd like to eat the other 6 days of the week when we're really shifting to a more whole food diet. Is just saving up for that seventh day. And on the seventh day, typically Saturday, I think, is a good day just for, you know, having the weekend and social purposes. Eat anything and everything you've been dying to eat the rest of the week. And it does two things in our experience, and I think the studies show this. It's a psychological relief valve to know through the course of the week that we're going to have a day when we can indulge in all the things that we're being good and refraining from. And then the second thing it has is a physiological impact, in that over the course of weeks and then even months, by continuing and sticking with that clean eating 6 days a week and then incorporating a cheat day on the seventh day comes and our body starts to talk to us loud and clear about how it feels when we gorge on unhealthy foods. And we have this visceral reaction that all of a sudden makes it so much easier, I think, to listen to our body and feed it what it wants, as opposed to getting caught in this mental loop of, you know, comforting ourselves through unhealthy foods. Instead, the body starts to speak loud and clear, and we don't have to use willpower to try to resist things, because our body itself will let us know that it just doesn't want those things anymore. And then the final topic that we talked about is this idea of really incorporating certain superfoods that can really help accelerate the gains we're getting from these nutritional changes, and in particular fermented foods, and how beneficial they are with respect to cleaning the gut. Because if we can clean the gut, that is so vital for energy production, for boosting our immune system, and also actually our psychological state, because there's this direct connection between the gut and our brain. And another one of those fermented foods, apple cider vinegar with the mother, the original enzymes in it, so incredibly beneficial. So that's a recap of April. I hope you've enjoyed our focus on nutrition in the month of April. Over the next year, we'll certainly be touching on nutrition again, because it's such a key component of what we refer to as the nourishment pillar of this inside-out approach to nutrition and performance that we have adopted here at PurePower. Let us know if you have questions, comments, other topics you'd like to hear more about in the nutrition arena or any other arena. I hope you have a fantastic week. We'll talk soon.